Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Mourning Friends with ROTN. Oh, you're not gonna make the g noise now?
Who are you talking to?
You motherfucker! Hi guys, I'm Matt.
I'm Grim.
And we have a, what some would call a humdinger of a guest today. He is all the way from the sunny land of Georgia. I can say that, right? Good. We have known him for quite some time. First met him out at Hellbilly Hollow, scaring the shit out of everybody. Second time met him without his mask on. Made an ass of myself. Did not know who he was. I introduce to you, without further ado, the great and powerful Azazel.
Thank you. What's picking?
So fucking good to have you on the show, my man.
I'm so happy.
Glad to be here.
Have you had a good time? Now, audience, just so you know, he is actually in the studio.
Yes.
We've been doing some shooting today. Some fun stuff. Little this, little that. You guys keep
I'm
an eye
honored.
open.
Very honored to have filmed with you.
Yeah, and I think maybe 2 or 3 times you got choked inadvertently.
Yes.
Inadvertently.
Yeah.
But I choked him back while he was on the toilet.
Say,
But she ain't kidding.
that's actually true. That's actually very
we
fucking
got
true.
video of it.
We got video proof of it. So, Azazel. What the fuck, my man? Let's start. Let's go all the way back.
Well,
and
first, I want to know, what is picking?
That's when you put your finger all the way up your nose and you find a good slimy one and just yank it down. You offer it to a friend. If they don't want it, you eat it.
Okay.
That's what my fingers scream.
Let's move on.
True story.
I'm sorry I asked.
You want one?
No thanks. Yes.
If you decide, I got one in my pocket for you later.
Sweet. That's a nice one too.
It's kind of crusty.
So now we have done. We've had a few conversations, but for the audience, I would love to hear your story about the name Azazel, if you don't mind.
Ooh, yes.
No problem. So I am a paranormal investigator. I've been paranormal investigating for over 25 years. We had a call from a lady that was possessed by a demon named Azazel. She wasn't. There was other things involved, but I'd never heard the name Azazel. So I contacted our team's demonologist, and he kind of let me into more of it, and I don't know, it just stuck. Because the fallen one, Azazel, used to be a womanizer. I mean, and I got the looks, you know that. I got the swag.
Oh, yeah.
So why not? And there's nobody else named Azazel besides a band that, we'll just say a band.
Yeah, it's a band. It's a band.
I haven't heard of the band. So.
That's
okay.
probably the reason
it's
why.
Okay. It's good. You're not missing out.
Okay.
Okay, so, and I know that you go by Azazel Gacy.
Yes.
Gacy, I'm supposing, ties into the serial killer of John Wayne.
Yes. And the reason I went there, because it used to be Winchester.
Yeah.
Kind of bringing that supernatural together. But at Haunts, I got called John Wayne Gacy so much, I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? So I did a lot of research on him to the point that even with my character, somebody says, oh, you're John Wayne Gacy. No, I'm a son of Azazel. And here's my body count.
Nice.
You want to know where I'm leaving my bodies? They're not under a house. And I'm just bringing it into my character. Just
nice.
Adding more to it.
Fuck
that
yeah.
is very creative. I love that.
So, most of the first experience I had with you was as a midway worker. I would love to hear your, if you were to give here is my one big note about working a midway, what would be your remember this thing when you tell people about working a midway?
Watch the clientele come in. What some people call the meat that we're pushing through. Watch their facial reactions. Watch their body language. That kind of gives you a way to approach them. Because I like the big gnarly guy that's coming up all bowed up and you ain't going to scare me. Yeah, he usually wets himself because I know what he does. And then you got the people that just peeks over their shoulder. They're keeping their eye on you, making sure that you're not coming around, and you stalk them. You don't have to get in their face. You don't have to yell at them. Just let them know that you're watching them. They'll never forget you.
I know many a times seeing you in the midway, and you are doing your thing where you're slowly walking methodically in this kind of like prey arched circle.
Yes.
And I see somebody way the fuck over here look over at you, and as you're doing your methodic walk, you can see you sort of scanning the crowd, and then you'll see that person looking, and you'll lock eyes with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just start
Slowly.
heading that way, and those people are like trying to look every single otherwhere else aside from you, because they're like, please don't fucking come over here.
What's the bird's name that puts his head in the ground?
The
flamingo?
ostrich.
The ostrich.
Yeah, yes.
That's how they are. If you
Yep.
can't, if I don't see you, you can't see me.
Yep.
Bull crap.
Bull crap.
Because I'm coming straight to you slow, and I'm gonna drag Poochie, which is my 20-pound sledgehammer, and we're gonna see who gets to you first.
Poochie, your 20-pound sledgehammer. That is
Yes,
adorable.
yes.
I love when
I
people
do
name
love
their
that.
murder weapons.
Yeah, my first weapon, or whatever you want to call it, was a baseball bat with barbed wire around it.
Nice.
Everybody kept calling it Lucille from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
My bat's name was Head, because what does every man want? Head.
So you're going to give them head.
So that's the reason I named
Holy
it Head.
shit, I
That's
love that.
hilarious.
And so, but with all the, it's Lucille, like, you know what, I got to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody started having the baseball bat with the barbed wire around it.
Yep.
Never seen anybody with a 20-pound sledgehammer. So let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
And it makes some creepy sounds when I'm dragging it on concrete.
That's the sound of the man.
Okay, so
You
I
know,
have a question.
Chink.
Do you
Chink,
remember
chink.
your very first night haunting?
I do.
How did that go?
Not well.
It wasn't for me either.
It started off with it called Wicked South. It was Wicked South Productions at the time, and my first Azazel mask had green hair, and it was actually an old. I think I bought it from eBay, but I made my own altercations to it. I had overalls on with a skin tight, which they call it rash guard, long sleeve shirt on, and boots. I'm a flexible guy, so I was in one of the what's the room? I can't think of it right now.
The vortex.
The vortex. I was in the vortex, and you got the rails that go on it. Well, I was actually on it doing a split, and I ripped the seam of my overalls. So then I go to the back and try to tape it up and all that. We get it. It holds for the rest of the night, but yeah, the breeze that I was having wasn't fun.
It's off-putting getting that much wind on
That's
your boys.
torture.
I couldn't go outside and play with the crowd because I had this big rip. So I had to stay in the vortex or inside the haunt, and it was hot as hell. And
Well, I'll say for Hell Night, rip pants. That's
The way to go.
it's perfect. Just bring those pants
It's
along
right
with
in.
you.
I got something good.
Good God, yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
little quick plug. Don't forget, guys. Hell Night, September the 15th and 16th. Hellbilly Hollow, Vincent, Alabama. Come and see some of the fucking badass in the fucking haunt community out at Hellbilly. It is going to be a fucking numcool of a fucking time.
I can't wait.
It is.
I can't wait.
Dude, and again, everybody that had, like, I know you went to an earlier Hell Night. You were
the
out
first one.
the first one, which was kind of geared more, a little bit more gory than it was. It has grown out of hand.
Well, I can't say it was how gory it was, but the first woman I seen come out of the dressing room, it looked like she wasn't wearing anything.
Yeah,
She
that's
had
about right.
skin-colored pasties and skin-colored thongs on. And I was asking somebody, I said, is that chick naked? And here's the thing. I still talk to this woman once in a while, and she says, that's the only thing I can remember you is you said, is she naked? I was just wondering. I mean, I was going to take mine off too, but I was told not to.
Yeah, you give them all the opportunity,
Right.
you know. Oh, that's
Right.
fucking hilarious. This is
that
going to
sums
be
it
a
up.
wild, a wild night. And the amount of people we're going to have out there are going to be so many fucking actors out there, not to mention how many people from other haunts just
Yes.
want to come and work at Hell Night. How many people are going to be in the house? How many people are going to be on the fucking Midway? It is going to be guys. And it's another thing to remember. Tickets, $27 a ticket. We raised the price a little bit because we got a whole bunch of people out there. But if you want an unlimited ticket, what normally happens at Hell Night is people go through the haunted house. They want to go back through. Pay $40 at the door. You can go through the house indefinitely.
Wow.
You can hang out on the property indefinitely. It's up to you. Do whatever the fuck you want to
You
do.
get spanked by Azazel.
You
You
get-
get choked by Azazel.
You
Whatever
get
you want.
Everything you want. And I have told Azazel, so long as you ask, it's on the fucking table. And some stuff that you don't ask for also on the table.
So I am bringing my whip and some other stuff too, just to let you know.
Perfect.
My
Perfect.
flogger, some handcuffs. We're gonna be good.
You hear that, guys? If you want the full Azazel treatment, you have got to get your ass out
The full
to
Monty.
Vincent, Alabama. So let's change up gears from Hell Night. Let's talk a little bit more about your experience in a haunt.
Wait, I want to know, what is some advice you would give to newbie haunters?
Slow down. That's my biggest, because I see too many people try to do it quick. I want to be famous, which there's really no famous haunt actor unless you're in movies, big movies. But slow down. Develop your character. Develop who you want to be. Now, if you're going to be that haunt actor that's going to be Freddy one night, Jason one night, something else the next night, learn that craft. Learn how Jason walks. Learn how Freddy moves. Learn. Take your time. Don't rush it. And stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated,
Yes.
no shit. Interesting that you put it that way, because I see so many people fresh into the haunt world and they want to be the next big number guy. And it's like, you realize, I know you might get disparaged. You might be at it and do it for a solid year. And man, I still only have 2,000, 3,000 followers. Here's the thing. That dude with 100,000, 200,000 followers, the motherfucker put in the work.
Yes.
Every one of these cats have put in the work. We've been at it for X amount of years. So don't think that it's a better or worse type of scenario. It's all about what you're willing to put into
Totally
it.
agree. 100% agree.
And
All right.
that's how you get out of it.
I have another question.
Okay.
All right, Azazel. I think we all want to know, what would be your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, that's a good one. Now, me, myself, it would be a tank.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a good...
like the British tanks that have the tea maker inside?
No.
What?
Yeah, the British tanks have tea makers inside of them.
Oh, the British, that were like the
want-
gentlemen of the
I'd
war.
want the espresso so I can hold my pinky.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Okay, well that's
But-
pretty good too.
But for Azazel, it could be human leg. Something I
Oh.
can just beat people off with. So you got what I said there. Okay. No, but honestly, the Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, the bow and arrow, because you can always go get that arrow
Yep.
and use it again. You
Yep.
shoot a gun, the bullet's done, you're done.
Not to
Arrow.
mention the gun goes boom.
And a lot of noise, and they're going to come towards you.
Also, another thing about gun that people don't think about is guns lock up.
Yes.
And a lot of people have a tendency to lay heavy onto a gun being their weapon of choice. And when you're in a crowd, yeah, you feel like a badass because you got that gun. But let it lock up one time,
That's
now
your
you
ass.
ain't got a weapon.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
That is your ass.
And with
Sure
the
is.
bow and arrow, you don't even have to shoot it. You can just use the arrow
Yep.
itself or the bow. So
And flaming arrows from afar, good fire will take out a large group. I always go for a very obscure weapon of war called the trench spike. It was employed during trench warfare. It's basically a dagger 3 inches out, covers your whole fist with an iron callus.
Gotcha.
So if you're stabbing, you ain't getting bit on the hand. I love the shit out of that weapon. I think that's a good weapon.
Or how about a Star Trek phaser?
Oh, yeah.
No noise.
That would be
And
perfect.
it disintegrates and you can use it forever.
Pew pew. Wait. Do that. Do it.
Pew, pew.
Or
I know that's not the license.
a
sound.
lightsaber. Come
Oh,
on
a
now.
lightsaber. Fuck yeah.
Sounds
Honestly,
like-
if you could go for anything, a lightsaber would be. Oh, yeah. Here's the lightsaber, guys. Whoa, whoa. Wow, wow.
That sounded like me waking up in the morning.
Wow, wow. Azazel gets up like a Wookiee.
Yeah. Might look like one when I wake up with all this hair.
Oh, yeah. All right, Graham, hit him again.
What instrument do you think is the most annoying?
The what is the name of that thing that
Is it a woodwind instrument or?
No, it's none of it. It's the one that actually did Star Trek music on. You put your hand over.
That's a theremin.
theremin.
Are you serious? I'm saving to get a theremin. I love theremin so much.
There's an app on your phone you can do it with, but
I want a theremin. I love them. That's so fun.
I have to agree,
You hold
those
your
are the
hand like
stupidest
this,
things
and
in
the
the
other one
world.
like this, and you turn it.
Yeah.
It is not stupid. Shut up.
I agree.
no.
It's awesome. Stop it.
And you see those grown men doing concerts with him
Yeah.
where they're like, you guys can't
Yeah.
see it, but I'm theremin like a motherfucker. And like, it's like they're
think it's
drawing
so
a penis in
cool.
the air.
It's- I can't, The science behind how that was made is like so
Yep,
fucking awesome.
I get that with the sonar and all of that,
But
but
you just
it's
don't like the sound.
The
Yeah.
sound is just,
You're
Maybe it's
not gonna like
called
those lives when I do those.
maybe it's called the Big Bang Theory when Sheldon was doing it. It just
There's ones with different tones.
right.
Yeah.
I've seen they've got those ones you can get on Amazon that are like C's, 4 C's, and you can put your hand and
Those
kind
are
of
the
do like,
Moog theremins.
a Moog. Okay.
They got names. Ooh.
It's a good question. All right, let's go a little bit back to haunt.
Okay, what is your favorite smell?
You are a son of a bitch.
Actually, for some reason, I'm on a strawberry kick.
Really?
So strawberry right now, I mean, my e-liquid strawberry candles I'm fixing to get made as I think it's chocolate covered strawberry, but it's strawberry something.
Oh, tell me more about the candles you're about to get made.
Yeah, they're going to have the little crackling wick and all of that, and it's going to be called Azazel. And as far as I understand, she sent me samples, and I think the chocolate covered strawberry is what I'm getting.
Oh,
'Cause
I
it smells so good.
cannot wait to buy some.
It
So
smells
stay tuned, guys, for some Azazel candles.
So everybody in the haunt industry has a story that they always remember of a specific scare or a specific time that something happened that that always sticks with you. What is your story?
Okay, I'm not going to mention the haunt because a lot of people know I travel to a lot.
Indeed.
But me and another actor, we're going to leave it like that. We was in the front, and this woman comes up with her kid. With the kid was bowing up. I ain't scared of y'all. Well, I kind of did that little step. You know, the little step to make him jump?
Yeah.
This dude took off. The kid took off. All right, I'm a big guy. I started chasing him. He made a U-turn, went back to his mom, landed in the rocks, face down in the rocks, and cussing. I mean, this kid can't be no more than 8 or 9 years old. Just throwing a fit. That son of a... I ain't scared of that. She picked him up by his belt and beat the hell out of him. Put him back in the car and went through the haunt. And when she came back out, she said, y'all come with me because he's going to apologize. I said, okay, let him apologize.
That's
We scared
fucking-
the hell out of him again.
That is
That was a good
hilarious.
one. And one of the best ones. That was number 2. The first one is at my home haunt, Wicked South. This happened last year. There's a room I call the Azazel room, and you go through a little black tunnel to get to me. And when you get to me, it's a house, but I got bars on the window. And I'll open up a curtain and go, hi! Then you have to go around the corner. Then you got to come in the house with me. Well, that scared the lady to the point that she was freaking out. She got into the room, the light hit on me, and I started banging on stuff. She flipped her head back to run. Her wig went one way, and she went the other. I wore her wig back to the queue line to give it back to her. She didn't want it. She didn't want it. I got the wig at the house. So I can honestly say she wigged out.
Oh, the low-hanging fruit, our favorite kind.
Yeah. Okay, Azazel, if you could choose a superpower, what would it be?
X-ray vision.
Oh, yes, you knew right away.
Why X-ray vision?
Have you seen some of these women that walking around these days?
I thought you were going to be like, oh, I got to go bank, getting into ATMs, spying on...
I want to see some booty.
I want to see them booties.
When they're thicker than a Snicker, you dang right.
Fuck, amen, brother. Amen.
But really, the X-ray vision, if I can see that somebody's... I guess I want to say a medical term. If I can see that they got something going on, maybe I can help them.
So you want something, you want actually
That is
more
beautiful.
of an assessment
Yes.
power
Yes.
where you can actually read their energy, their heart level. So you want to be basically a doctor superhero, basically. So instead of like doing these big, massive, whatever, blah, 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 you can center in on their feelings, their emotions,
Right.
their
I mean,
aura.
I'm sensitive already. I can read people and all that good stuff, and I can feel your aura and how you're feeling around me. But if you have something like, hopefully nobody's listening to this has this, but just say you have something wrong with your brain. You don't know about. Say you have the C word.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it a C word. If I can look at you and see it, get that checked before it gets any worse.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've lost too many people in my life because of stuff like that. If I can help out. I'd also like to have the superpower of healing.
Hell yeah.
Having, say, a kid with Down syndrome or something like that all I got to do is touch them and talk to them for a little bit, and they're fine.
That's
They
awesome.
walk around like we do.
Like Azazel's...
Azazel, you are beautiful.
Look, Azazel's
right,
one of
that's
these
all I'm saying.
cats. One of these cats that get like, "Hey, can you have a superpower? I want to fucking help people."
Yeah, it is.
Meanwhile,
It
it's
is.
like, "Hey, Matt, can you? If you have a superpower, it would be pause time." Because what? Why? Because like I wouldn't have to fucking do anything ever the fuck again, and I could just pause time and edit, and then be like, "It only took me a minute." Fucking.
All right, Graham, what's yours?
What's my favorite?
Yeah. What would you do?
I'm thinking the ability to make someone feel any type of emotion I want them to feel. But also
So
mind reading.
sort of a backwards version of an like an empath. You want to infect them with emotion. So
Yes.
you want to have. Honestly, that's what Manus's power in the Guardians of the Galaxy is.
You're right. It is.
Her whole power is to touch somebody and change their feelings and their emotions at
Yeah.
that
Well,
point.
you could
I
do that
like
already.
that.
You know that, right?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I know many a time she's put her hands on me and my emotions change immediately.
Well, I'm just talking about just generalization. If we was here, now I talk real fast and hard like this, and just go and go and go and go and it's gonna make your heart pump.
Yeah.
But then when I slow down and say, "Hey, really, how are you doing?" and all that, that mood goes down. You could play a person like a roller coaster with just your voice and your body tone.
Listen to what
And you
this
do,
is
you just don't know it.
interesting. What he's saying here. Would you say, for instance, if you got pulled over, like you could kind of manipulate the situation into your?
You fucking piece of shit. Shut up. I
Honestly,
fucking hate
but
you.
see, I think I catching what's going on, but I do. If I got pulled over, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll down all my windows. I'm gonna cut lights on in my car. I'm gonna throw my keys on the dash, and I'm gonna talk to the officer like we're friends.
I
if
get
Grim
that. But
does it-
if they
Grim-
approach me and they're very demanding, if they talk to me condescendingly, anything like that, it's nah.
Grim,
No,
Grim
it's
is an
over.
amazing actress until it comes to saving your ass. Because if she's in a tense situation where it's like you could easily, if you bullshitted, the situation move through it
And I
on the
know
other
that.
side. I think she loves living in the chaos of this extreme. That's why she wants the power to infect emotions. It's not because
To get out of tickets, right?
it's not even that. It's she wants to have everyone around her at an extreme scent of emotion so she can enjoy it for her amusement.
I really think she could do that.
I think she does it all.
Okay, that's enough.
All
That's
the time.
enough. That's enough.
She made me feel bad earlier. Didn't she?
I did not. Oh my God!
Yeah, why did you make Azazel feel bad about choking
Yeah.
you?
Fuck up right now! I know what you're doing. Shut up.
Okay, you want to ask another one of your
Matt,
questions?
why are you blushing?
Because that's blood rushing to my cheek from where she's been hitting me so many times.
Yes, I have a question. If not now, then when?
Whenever I want to.
That's
Good
a good
answer.
answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
I said it first.
Good answer. Let's see. Can we see that on the board? Number one answer.
Survey says.
Okay.
Survey says.
What
number
was
one.
your favorite TV show growing up?
Oh. There was two. Now, being from Georgia, being an old country boy, loved the Dukes of Hazzard. But I gotta say, G.I. Joe, the cartoon, loved it.
Grew up on G.I. Joe. I remember after how many things I've learned from G.I. Joe the last 2 minutes of the cartoon when they're like, hey guys, remember, don't use spray paint in a closed room.
Right.
Open the windows or you'll get really high on paint.
But also for obvious reasons, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was real good.
Beavis and Butthead
I'm a
was the
cartoon guy. Most of my tattoos are cartoons. I got Transformers on my back, Batman. I got nothing over there. Transformers over there.
Nice.
Popeye.
Well,
That's so
we
cool.
discovered today that today was the first airing of Doug, Ren and Stimpy, and Rugrats on Nickelodeon back in the
Nice.
day. Today was the inaugural leading of Nickelodeon going into their kind of like more X programming where it was like just crazy stuff. Like, what the fuck is going on? Get away from Bugs Bunny and stuff and go to Ren and freaking Stimpy, which was like on a whole nother level.
Yes. Yes.
I think my favorite was Xena Warrior Princess, and that was mainly because she was my first celebrity crush. Xena was.
Mine was Daisy Duke.
You know that we just got through earlier. We did a video at Buckeyes that is a recreation of Cannonball Run.
Oh.
The scene when he comes in and Burt Reynolds is in the restaurant and he's like, I'm gonna need me a sandwich, and he's like, oh, officer, you know where that guy went to? Yeah, so yeah, definitely it's borderline Dukes of Hazzard.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
Smokey and the Bandit.
What villain would make a good therapist, in your opinion?
Question.
Yes?
Yeah,
You
I
can
like
still shut
that's
the
a
fuck
very interesting question.
Magneto.
I have to agree with that. Technically, Magneto was definitely doing that.
From what I remember, I can agree.
I mean, Xavier. He could have been a good.
See, Xavier could have been a good therapist, but what Magneto has is he can move electricity and magnetism
Metal, yep.
and electricity in the brain because you have metal in your body. You have an iron, or you could have iron and lead and copper and all that shit. So
But we already got Dr. Phil, so we don't need no other one.
No, God, no, not Dr. Phil. Get that out of here.
do you like where you are at in life right now?
Like, I don't want to say too much about him, but the automatically picking the villain of the story and having everybody turn on said person without anything, I don't really like that. I don't like that ostracizing people kind of shit on live TV like that. You're supposed to be a doctor.
We grew
not
up in the fucking...
exploit them in that way.
The guy that was given all the therapy when we were kids was Jerry Springer,
Yeah.
and trust me, there was no kind of anything being handed out well in that show. It was just insanity.
Well, he doesn't claim to be a doctor and to offer people
True.
free
This is
therapy
true. This is
and
true.
help and stuff. That wasn't help. That was putting somebody lower that's already having some kind of issues.
Do you remember Dr. Ruth?
No.
Yes, the sex doctor.
Sex doctor. She was like 90 years old.
That was back when we were kids.
Oh wait, you call should play the TV thing or
Yes.
something?
Yep.
I have seen that. And I thought that was
Ruth
funny as shit.
Westenheimer.
Yeah, and it was like this old lady telling you how to get some.
That was funny.
And it always came on 11 o'clock at night.
And as kids, you were like, man, this is awkward.
But
It's like an old lady,
interesting.
but I'm still kind of sort of turned off
Yeah.
on this. Like, I don't know if this is going to affect me later on in life, but hey, I'm down for it
Yeah,
right
it
now.
probably did.
That's like watching the block channels and. you
Yeah,
got all
oh,
the
yeah.
squiggly- That was a booby,
I
right?
swear I saw a nipple. There's a
Yeah.
nipple right in the corner. I see it. God. And messing with the bunny ears, just trying
Yeah.
to get that just
Yeah.
enough. Hold it right there, bro. Yeah,
Glad I
right.
didn't have to go through that.
Oh, we were dudes. Like, nowadays, pornography, it's
Everywhere.
like tap water.
Yeah.
When we were kids, it was like you would have one magazine that you'd have for a solid year. Like, I gotta keep it away from mom, but look, this is the one thing I've had. And nowadays, it's like it's in a ridiculous abundancy.
And if you didn't have that magazine, you was hoping they left the National Geographic outside.
Yep.
Because of animals?
No, because they would still have some tribes that would
The
have
tribe
nudity.
women that
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Because,
yes.
dude, it was not as easy to. It's so much easier for kids
Like,
nowadays.
guys have an animal kink? What is this? I didn't know.
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay. This brings me to my next question. All right.
Oh, God.
Which would you prefer to have as your roommate? A goat or a bird or something else?
definitely not a goat because they eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
I like birds, but sometimes they don't shut up. Definitely not having a snake. Hell no. So I guess be a stuffed animal probably.
Stuff like
Nice.
I don't have to feed
Clean
them.
up
I don't have
behind
to
it.
clean them or anything. Stuffed animal is my
I'm
answer.
going to get you a pet rock.
You gonna pet it for me?
I'll pet it for you.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Pet it
Okay. So stupid. I have another. If you were a fruit, what fruit would you be?
Banana.
Why?
Do I really have to answer that?
I guess not.
Should have went with like a cucumber or something. She hates bananas.
Cucumber then. Changing the answer. Erase,
Is that your
erase.
final answer? Is that your final
Yes.
answer?
Erase. Delete. Cucumber is the answer.
Fucking God.
Oh shit, that's good. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, both of them are blushing
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
blushing. I'm thinking about that cucumber. So, if you know what I mean.
But do you like the long ones or the small ones?
You like the pickled ones, honestly.
The same color as your fingers.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Okay.
Okay.
My cheeks hurt.
Breathe. In through your nose, out your mouth.
Stop saying things that are insinuative. You can't
didn't
say my
mean
cheeks
to.
hurt. That sounds horrible.
Oh. I didn't know.
Well,
God damn it.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? I hate myself for this.
This is all you.
as
didn't
as
know.
as The Rock would say, poontang pie. But
But what?
but seriously, turtle. Turtle's the weirdest thing
I've
ever.
never had turtle.
I do not want to have turtle.
Well, when I had it was in sushi. I went and bought one of them $100 sushi plates. I thought it was gonna be just sushi for days. It was 5 pieces in it.
Oh.
Good God.
It was good,
It better
It
be
was real
fucking good.
good.
Shit.
but I'll never do that again. I was
Turtle. I got to put that on the bucket
Still,
list.
I was still hungry afterwards.
Oh, I don't imagine
Went
so.
to Crystal's later.
Let me top this sushi
That
off
was a
with
great
some
question.
fine
I
crystals.
like that.
Yeah, it's good.
If you could travel to any place on Earth, where would it be?
Japan.
Really?
Fucking agree.
That's same for Matt.
Why Japan for you?
I love the culture. I love just everything about it. The beauty of it. The
It's
sights.
very beautiful.
Japan.
I love their architecture
Yes.
better than anybody else's. I like Ireland
I
castles.
got chills.
But dude, Japan's their dojos, their buildings, fucking Okinawa, where they've got their anime place, dude. That place
Yes.
they have like 8 stories arcades. Like that is my fucking shit, and it is all. It's like Vegas without the like mucky parts as much. It's a little bit, but there are still their mucky parts. Trust me, they've got these beautiful red light districts out there, but
That's so.
nevertheless.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Fucking Japan. Fuck yes.
Who was your role model growing up?
Ooh.
I don't know if
I'm
I
try- I'm
personally
a- I'm a-
had one.
And I'm gonna be serious here. I'm gonna try not to cry, and that's fine because it's a great question. My father passed away when I was 3. My uncle raised me. He taught me how to play football, baseball, basketball. He taught me how to shave. He taught me how to be a man. My uncle, and he passed away on my 19th birthday.
That's fucking awesome, man.
And there's a tattoo right there. Keep him on my sleeve, Uncle Mike.
I love
My
it.
first tattoo I ever had.
That's fucking awesome.
There we go.
Sounds like
Boy,
you made
Boy,
it
you
perfect.
guys, you hear this? He goes from talking about cucumbers and penises to like sharing his heart with you.
Hey, he's a beautiful person.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of deranged. A little.
Yeah, I
My
kinda.
bipolar
There you
kicks
go.
in.
Yep, you are everywhere.
I am.
Okay, so I want to kind of levy back into the haunt thing because I know you've been doing this for quite some time. I know that you have been involved in a few different groups. You are now with the
Clown Cartel.
Clown Cartel. You were also with Wicked South.
I'm also with Rotten.
And you are also rotten as fuck.
I'm Rotten. And
Yes. Woo!
I'm also with the Clown World Order.
Clown World or CWO. Fuck
CWO.
You
yes.
said Clown War.
Clown World Order. Cool World Order.
Okay, right.
You are a jack of all trades, I see.
Yeah.
He's jacking on all the trades.
Being with
Better off.
yeah, you're better off jacking with it.
Yeah, that's mine. I'll play what I want to.
So
Go ahead.
with being in all these different groups and working at haunts and all that stuff, like what would you put out to a new person getting involved, wanting to get into a group, wanting to know what cautionary would you put out to people, like when they're, because this is it's a wild community, and the deeper you try to dive in, there are pitfalls.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you suggest people when it comes to actually finding their pacing in the haunt community to go about that and be wary?
I think the biggest thing is to know the people outside of the character. If you say, I'm just going to make this one up, just say Alabama had a crew called the Swamp Mockers or whatever.
Yeah.
Know who they are. Know the person that's running it. Know everybody individual. And make sure that vibe, that chemistry is there. Now, that don't mean you got to do everything they do. That don't mean that if they tell you, well, you got to do this, do that, don't do this. Kind of, I would say, shy away from that. Be yourself. Have them give you the opportunity to grow the way that you want to grow.
A good
That
group
is perfectly
allows
said.
you to have critical thinking.
Right.
Yes.
And now we're going to say what I was going to say. But go ahead.
Yeah. a good group gives you the opportunity to grow
Yes.
with instead of against.
Exactly.
And what we need and guys, again, I can attest to this myself. Every group has bumps and giggles.
Yes.
There are so many different people in the world. You'll meet millions of different people, but always remember, like, you stay at course. Stay at course. Do not let anybody derail you. You are the harbinger of your continued existence. It is all up to you. Nobody else is going to take you by the hand. You'll get great advice, and keep those ears open and gleam it. But nobody's going to fucking pull you across the finish line. You got to make it yourself.
Now, I was given the golden, and I've said it many times, I was given the golden spoon. I was sitting around the round table with a lot of great actors. Tell them, ask questions. I absorbed it all. One of the best things I ever learned, ever, is be different. Sam Hain, a lot of people know who Sam is. He
Also, we'll be there on Hell Night.
Yes,
P.S.
he will. He told me, Azazel, he said, some of the, and this was his word, some of the stupidest stuff is the scariest stuff. It's like, act like you just grab something off your shoulder and go, oh, it hurt. It bit me. You go to somebody and say, you want it? Come on, I can't hold it no more. And just open your hand and kind of like throwing at them. They'll jump every time.
That's
or
awesome.
reach in your pocket and grab a pair of them chattering teeth and show it to people.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but they run like hell.
That's
They run like
nice.
hell.
So you would say that there's a great opportunity in not overthinking
Right.
and just
Too many people overthink.
do it.
Too many people overthink. And they overthink to the point that when it's time to happen, they forget everything they just thought about. It's like we was talking earlier. I don't script anything.
Yep.
All my live feeds, my videos, it's off the dome. If it feels good, I'm going to do it. If it don't, we'll retake and do it something else.
Yeah.
Which, we did that.
Yeah. And literally, that is the most rotten thing you could possibly do. We despise trying to learn lines.
Exactly.
We despise the shit out of it. We might get like a general idea and then be like, where's this going to take us? We'll see.
And, oh, wait a minute. Let's go do it over here. Let's do it over here. But let's change this.
That,
Those
and
great.
honestly, having that amount of openness, your thing writes itself.
Yes.
Instead of you writing it, okay, I ended here. What's the next natural progression?
Right.
And you can build by just go crazy. Go fucking nuts. Also, there are no fucking wrong answers.
Exactly.
There might be 100 people that look at something you did and go, I don't like it, but I guarantee you there'll be one that did. And the one that did, that's all that fucking matters.
Yes, exactly.
So, I got to add this to it. Me picking my nose. Have you ever heard the story how I came up with that?
No.
No.
That's a good story, yes.
So, was in Indianapolis. It's where I picked the Azazel mask that I wear now. It's where I met the mask maker and all of that, and he started making my mask. I was with one of my buddies was walking around with me, and I told him, I said, I'm just afraid I'm going to say something stupid. He said, well, that's good. He says, but if you say something and you know it's just not right, do something silly and walk off.
Yeah.
So it happened, and I was like, what do I do silly? So I put my finger in my nose. This is before the green finger came in play. Put my finger in my nose, and they took a picture with me while I had my finger in my nose, and I wiped it on them, and I said, don't pick your nose. It's disgusting. And I walked off, and they was looking at me like, what? And the person was taking the picture was laughing their ass off. And I'm like, that worked.
That's fucking
That
awesome.
worked. So I did a few more times in Indianapolis. It worked. I'm like, all right, now we got to bump it up a little bit because I got something here.
Yep.
So then I started dyeing the finger green, then dyeing the mouth green. And
you got a
there's the
slogan
picker.
from it. What's
Yep,
picking?
what's picking,
Like
keep
it
picking.
ties you in. That's another big thing that people miss when they're making a character. And we talk about this here at Rotten. There is, okay, for instance, you can take the P word, which I'm not currently going to say just in case. But what we're doing right now, Grim has a tendency when she hears that word to scream that word. And it's a thing that make you something because that audience knowing that you do that thing, all you have to do is do that thing and they see it and you've now done it for them.
Yep.
Not just blanketly doing it. You're doing your thing for them. How many times in public somebody comes up to you and says like, blah, 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 podcast. Shit, I said it.
Yeah.
Don't scream. Don't scream. Don't scream. It's Morning Friends with Rotten. Damn it. But we have people that come up and they
tried.
know Grim because of that.
Yep.
They remember her because she's the girl that does this thing. It is always good to have a shtick. Be forewarned. Your shtick will outlive your interest in it.
Exactly.
It always will, because eventually you'll be like, I don't want to do this shtick, and then people are like, do the thing, do the thing.
It's screaming. I like it. I like
She loves screaming.
I don't
She'll
give a
never
shit.
get sick of screaming.
And there's I've seen it in a few Facebook, because unlike a lot of people, they don't like to go into chats and all that as their character.
Right.
They'll go as their personal, because I don't know why, but I'll go into TikTok watching live feeds or go into somebody's live feed on Facebook as Azazel.
Yes.
Instead of my personal page. Because I'm showing them support.
Yes.
And there was somebody that was doing a live feed and they was trying to put their finger in their nose. They was trying to be funny. And like 10 people called him out. That's Azazel doing it. Get your finger out your nose.
Stop picking your nose.
The person messaged me and was just, and I didn't say nothing. I was just watching.
That's hilarious.
And he messaged, I am so sorry. I'm like, but I'm the type of person though, if I do something that could help you,
Yeah.
do it.
Hey, parody is the truest form of
Do
flattering.
it. If you want to pick your nose, if you want to paint your finger green or something like that, just know I'm doing it too, but I'm going to involve more.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you
get
hear
it
that,
better.
guys. Azazel is endorsing picking your nose. I'm just
Yes,
putting it out
please.
there. He's endorsing.
And put
Hey,
it up.
give Azazel some creds, though. You know, throw out Azazel's name, though, if you're going to do it.
Yeah, be like, Daddy Azazel taught me how to pick my nose.
Hey, I got an idea. So pick your nose, put your booger on somebody, say you just got Azazeled.
like
That's
that.
awesome.
Yes.
That actually, like, you could start that as your new bit. Is
Yeah.
that? Oh, I'm gonna Azazel somebody.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
There you
I
go.
got you.
That's cool. I like that.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm going to do it.
Definitely gonna be wiping boogers on people and saying it's your fault.
Blame
Blame
Azazel.
it on me. Blame it on me.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
I never had a dad before.
I'm probably old enough to be your dad.
You guys, if you can see the look on his face when he looked into the void as he said those words.
A lot of people think that I'm a young guy. That they want, oh, you got to be 20. Yeah, I passed that a while back.
My dad would have been like 90 now.
Okay, well, I ain't that old.
He ain't there.
I'm about halfway there. I ain't there. I'm over halfway there.
Yeah, you're over halfway there, bro. There he goes. There's that stare again. He just looks into the void for a minute.
But I think it's funny. People come up, I'm old enough to be your mama. And they're like 35 years old. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on what
In
you
what
mean by
world?
mama.
And I usually say, oh, you are, huh? Well, tell your mama I said hello. You really get into that.
You're old enough to be my mom. I'm slick enough to be your dad.
Oh, I like that.
Or I said, oh, you looking for a sugar daddy is what you're looking for.
Exactly. So, okay, that leads to another great. You have mentioned to me before many people coming up and just asking you the weirdest shit at a haunt. What is the weirdest shit you remember somebody asking you to do?
To do. Oh, well, choking, slapping, spitting in the faces. Negative. Of course, I get asked to go home with them a lot. This one's a little... If kids are listening, they need this to send them out the room.
Yeah, let me pause you right there. If kids are listening, get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
You know this podcast is not for children.
I've actually had a woman ask me to give her a pearl necklace.
like one of those fancy ones that are really expensive, or
Man-made.
so like one of the oysters.
She's looking like, what is that?
I'll
We'll
tell you later.
I don't
Tell you
even like
later.
pearls. Why would anybody wear pearls?
It's not pearls.
Listen,
What the fuck?
I'll tell you right now, Grim. I've seen you in a pearl necklace before, so don't act like you don't like pearls.
I do not need to know that.
I don't like this. What the fuck?
It's sexual.
It's sexual. Think
It's when a
about
guy leaves something right here
that looks like pearls.
that looks like pearls. It's white.
That's what you call a pearl necklace.
Sperm. Jeez,
I'm glad you broke into him easy as
Wow.
Grim's not going into the. She's not really doing a lot of the Urban Dictionary
Yeah, I
searches.
reckon, So you have no idea what Chinese rain goggles are either.
Nope.
Let's skip that lesson today.
Or the Dirty Sancho, or
I feel like you guys would make bad dads for me.
We will make.
Like, I
we
would
are
not-
phenomenal dads. What
Right.
the hell are you talking
You know why?
about?
I
You know
mean,
why?
like,
We
for
let
me.
kids play outside.
Yeah, we let them drink out of the fucking hose.
Right.
We let them run around alleyways in downtown Birmingham because we know we're gonna get some of those kids back.
As long as they're home before the lights come on.
Exactly.
They're good.
Exactly. Oh, Mom. Oh, 1990s, you are a beautiful time. Oh, 80s. Oh, I
80s.
remember you well. Oh, the Gremlins, the Ghostbusters, all those great people.
Love the Ghostbusters.
So you got any more questions?
I don't know if I want to ask them.
Ask anything you know. I'm gonna give you a straight answer.
Yeah. It's
I don't hold back. And
Aren't
no,
you?
I'm not wearing underwear either. Oh, you didn't ask that. My bad.
Aren't we planning a wedding soon?
You damn.
You goddamn
Yeah,
right.
that?
You goddamn right.
What's
They should.
happening here?
They should definitely know. Well, me and
Yeah.
Azazel are getting married and going to Hawaii on vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, this is happening.
Creepy con, it's on.
You're 100%.
Well, what about me? Where am I gonna go?
You're the aficionada. You
Yeah.
have to give me away. You have to.
Yeah.
Well, I want to
Yeah.
go on the honeymoon.
You want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah.
I mean,
Going to Hawaii, yay!
yay!
What?
Well, you can run the camera.
There you go.
We're gonna need a documentary area.
Yeah, he already
Yeah, I'll
knows.
pass. Never mind. I'm
He
out.
already knows I'm not a bottom, so I'm good.
Don't worry, I got all the bottom for both of
All
us.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I'm gonna need someone to marry to. So somebody come propose to me
You know
right
what?
now. Come propose
you,
to me.
You probably, if this was live right now, I promise you,
I
your phone would
guarantee
be blowing up.
you. Yeah, way to go, take that
And
one.
you know who'd be the first one to call, right? Biggs.
Yep,
Biggs
100%. I
I
guarantee.
love my Biggs.
Biggs would be
I love
like,
that
hey there, Grim. Biggs here. It's just, how you doing? How you doing? You doing good?
The charity. The charity. We could add that in maybe.
No, we have to go on a date with somebody regardless. We have, you can win a date with us. Me, Grim, Carrie, taking you out to dinner on the weekend of CreepyCon.
That's better than mine, because I was just going to do a strip tease for somebody. No, seriously. I'm doing a lap dance for it. Seriously.
Fuck yes.
Seriously, that was one of mine, and throwing a couple of masks off, yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
But if you and Biggs get married, we're going to have a banana pineapple wedding cake for y'all.
I don't like banana.
And he don't
You
like
don't like
pineapple.
Fun.
That's
Love you,
genius.
Biggs.
Oh, much
Well,
love, Biggs.
Somebody needs to tell him to propose then.
All right, Biggs, you heard it here first. You better get your ass to proposing. She's going to want a big purple ring with a giant purple fucking bling.
I'm going to bring one a sucker pop.
Yeah, a ring pop.
Shut the fuck
Put a
up.
ring up on my finger.
I hate you. Shut up. Shut up.
As soon as this goes live, I'm telling you, he's
I already
gonna be
know.
here the next day on his
I
knees.
already fucking know.
He's going to
Biggs.
be back from...
It's like, oh, so you guys, can I? I'm just gonna come out there and hang out. That's fine, right? Love you, Biggs.
You know, Biggs is one of the biggest reasons I joined the Clone Cartel.
That's awesome. Biggs is a
that.
giant reason
I
that.
love Big so goddamn much. He is like the biggest heart. I love him so much.
And like
the greatest messages to spread to everybody.
He is, and even with him like being in the position that he's in, and you know, it's a 50-50 press. He gets some backing for what he does, and then he gets a little kickback from his, because we all have dealt
and
with that through life.
everybody that knows
But
him will
Biggs doesn't
fight
give a
for
fuck.
him.
Biggs will go to bat as the nicest person for you.
Yes.
Like he ain't a bruiser, he's a fucking hugger, and he
Yes.
will go to war with you. But he's a hugger at war.
And also something else we're doing for the charity. For $5 a piece, you get sandwiched between me and Biggs and a big hug.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
awesome.
You do.
So you get to be the cream in the middle of that ice sandwich. That is fucking awesome. Well, if you don't have anything else to ask,
I do not.
all right. I would love to hear, tell the audience your socials, where they can find you at, going forward in the season, how they can get in
Not
touch
your
with you, how they
address,
can
though.
follow you. Don't give
My
your
address.
Yeah, don't give me your address.
But
That's a trap.
so I got two Facebook pages. One is just Azazel. That's my main page that I got is Azazel Gacy. Both of them on Facebook. My TikTok is Azazel Gacy, which I need more people. Who's only got like 30K. I need more, so I need more.
Yeah.
Instagram is Azazel Gacy also. That's about it. My OnlyFans. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, in this season, the season starts for me. Hell Night.
Fuck yeah. You know what? I am super stoked to be with so many people on their first night of haunting going into the season. That is, for me, that is a great thing that she's being a cat right now. She's knocking stuff off the counter.
That's not what I'm doing that for.
Oh, I know you're not doing it for that, but you are still being a cat.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm done.
Hold on, I got some catnip. I'll be right back.
That I actually believe.
It was a joke.
Did you say choke?
Maybe.
Did you say choke?
Did it turn you on? Yeah.
No, I just want to point out that earlier Azazel did accidentally choke Grim and felt bad about it.
But she got me back.
Yeah, she got him back.
So if you see I got hand marks around my, you know where it came from.
Ask no questions, we'll tell no lies. Yeah. Guys, thank you for joining us for this episode. Dude, thank you for being here. It is a fucking pleasure to finally have you over and have you into our fucking world of chaos.
To me too.
I hope it's everything you expected it to be.
It is.
Hope so.
It is.
But again, dude, I can't wait to fucking throw down with you on Hell Night. And the thing about us is we got Hell Night, then we got the first night of Haunted Chicken House together the very next fucking weekend. So,
but in 2 weeks, we're going to be a creepy con.
And we're going to be a creepy con. So, shit, man, I'm passing
and
every other weekend I get to see
I know,
you.
right?
Birdshaw, too.
And Birdshaw will also be here. He's here now. He's over in the corner right now.
He's getting crop dusted. He don't even know.
Are you in here farting?
You don't feel the vibration?
What?
Down.
Oh, you thought this was Marky Mark?
Down. I knew he was going to say, she has no idea what Marky Mark means.
I don't know what that is.
Marky Mark and Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and they did the feel vibration.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I used to always think that he was, not now anymore, but back then, he was like, Mark Wahlberg was super fucking hot. And you look like him back like 20, 30 years ago.
People still say, like, especially like that fucking movie he did, Rockstar.
Yeah.
I was going to say that is not. Ooh.
Because I've
never actually seen that movie, just photos.
Yeah, he favors me.
Oh,
I think he's actually older than me, so technically I favor him.
Yes,
I think. I don't know that for a fact.
What's
but
your favorite song from Rockstar?
Fuck, man, it's been so long since I've seen that goddamn movie. It has been so long since I've seen that movie. I also get that I look like Baby Boy from Remember the Titans. He's like the big running back dude with long blonde hair. I don't have the shoulders to be that dude. That dude's fucking beefy as shit.
But I still think you need to put on the black foam mask.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And I've actually got the mask, so.
You've never seen it. We got out of here. You need to Google it.
Before Matt making me watch stuff, I never watched.
She wouldn't watch movies. Like, I'm introducing her to all the movies. Like, it's somehow the movies that she watched were all of the shittiest movies that ever existed.
I just didn't like.
She was like, dude, I don't like watching movies because they suck. And I'm like, what have you watched? And she named it off. I was like, oh my god, you poor thing, you poor sweet thing.
Shut up.
Have you seen Psycho? The older Psycho?
Not the OG.
No.
Anthony Perkins as a fucking... again, those are all... I'm slowly but surely introducing to her this huge quaff of different movies. And some are hit and miss. We recently watched Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, the Guy Ritchie movie, and they weren't really in the mind. You really got to be in the mood for a Guy Ritchie movie because they get very fucking wordy and crazy. But we're getting way the fuck off topic. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. Get out there. Follow the shit out of Azazel. Hit him on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. Come see us on fucking Hell Night. We have so many fucking badasses. Get out there and get your ass spanked by Azazel. Come to CreepyCon. That's the 25th, 26th, 27th, if I'm not mistaken about that.
And I might spank you there, too.
And you will get spanked there, yes. A lot of spankings going on. A lot of spankings. So, yeah, and then the weekend after Hell Night, come see us at the Haunted Chicken House.
Yes.
You get your fill of Azazel. It's Azazel.
And he'll get his fill of you.
Yeah, or you'll get your fill of him.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But guys, it has been a fucking honor and a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for doing this interview.
Yes,
And
sir. Anytime.
guys, keep an eye out. We have so many fucking crazy videos coming out with this motherfucker.
And they look good. Oh my God, they look good.
And I
Not just because I'm in it. If you like the old creepy, the 80s, the Jason, the Friday the 13th. If you like, yeah, you're gonna enjoy this.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
got that same feel, and it is amazing.
And it's just not one show. You'll see when it comes out.
We
Just be
literally are filming rotten stuff, and Azazel is on cue with the exact same way, because like what we did with the adding this to this to that, that's our fucking thing.
Good.
Like we find a way to connect it so it all flows this way. I know it doesn't make any sense to the audience right now, but it will make sense to you later on. It's fucking genius. Much love to you guys, and as we always do, as we leave out, we say to you, stay fucking rotten, you beautiful bastards.
Stay rotten.
And keep picking.
Keep picking, you
Oh,
fuckers!
yes.
Keep picking! Do it! Do your moan out for the out. I am